An artificial intelligence startup named Higgsfield just reached $200 million in ARR in only 9 months. ARR stands for Annual Recurring Revenue, which is a metric tracking the predictable subscription money a company expects to receive every year. This chart tracks the time it takes software giants to reach that $200 million milestone. Companies like Slack and Zoom took years to climb this curve. Higgsfield hit that exact same revenue mark in exactly 9 months. When you look at the current landscape, it is easy to feel paralyzed. Tech monopolies are aggressively spending billions on compute and data centers, attempting to build intelligence that spans the globe. But the massive capital required to train those foundational models has actually driven the cost of using them to near zero. You no longer need to raise millions in venture capital just to get an idea off the ground.
To build a highly profitable software business right now, you can bypass the traditional startup bloat entirely. You only need a hyper-focused team of 2, a 90-day timeline, and a completely different set of rules. The clock starts on day 0. Forget hiring an engineering department and a massive marketing team. The foundation of a modern software company relies on 2 specific archetypes working perfectly in sync. First is the builder. This is the technical partner who leverages existing AI databases and application programming interfaces, or APIs, to piece together a minimum viable product. An MVP is the most basic version of a tool that still solves the core problem. Today, a builder launches it in under 24 hours. The second half is the empath. This is the go-to-market specialist. They possess an intuitive understanding of the target audience's psychology and know exactly what content formats will capture attention on social media feeds.
This exact combination is mandatory. A solo developer might build a brilliant tool that no one ever sees, while a brilliant marketer with no product has nothing to sell. You have to balance rapid technical leverage with direct human connection. From day 1 to 15, the strategy is intense isolation. The major tech labs want to offer AI to every person on the planet. A small team survives by offering a highly specialized tool to a microscopic, neglected demographic. Higgsfield bypassed the crowded general-purpose video market entirely. Instead, they interviewed exactly 8 Hollywood commercial directors. Every single one complained about a lack of precise camera angle controls in AI generation, so the team built exclusively for that singular, painful bottleneck. Curious? Or look at large property management firms. They lose tangible revenue every single day a vacant apartment sits empty, waiting for a human agent to reply to an email or schedule a tour. Solving that hyper-specific workflow is incredibly valuable to them. This diagram illustrates the financial target for this phase. Rather than chasing millions of free monthly active users who will eventually churn, the goal is to capture a small cluster of professionals willing to sign $2,000 annual contracts. True leverage right now doesn't come from mass adoption. It comes from embedding your product so deeply into a highly specific, painful workflow that the customer cannot operate without it. Entering days 15 through 30 requires a brutal development pace. The builder pushes new software updates and features 6 days a week, constantly reacting to the direct feedback the empath gathers from early users. The objective here is entirely functional. The team is not trying to design a flawless user interface. They are hunting for the high-frequency workflows, the tasks these professionals execute multiple times a day, and making them effortless. By day 30, the team faces a strict, non-negotiable deadline. They have to integrate a payment system and secure their first actual dollar of revenue from a paying customer. A user swiping their credit card validates the business model instantly. It proves the product solves a real problem, completely bypassing the need for a venture capitalist to give you permission to exist. This diagram maps the final 60-day scaling phase. Because paid advertising is often too expensive for a bootstrap team, customer acquisition relies entirely on organic distribution, starting on a single platform like X. From that initial spark, the product's momentum cascades outward. Small communities share the tool, pushing it onto larger news pages, which then bleeds over into visually driven platforms like Instagram and Telegram. This chart tracks the underlying math required by day 90. The empath scales that organic traffic until the business crosses $80,000 in monthly recurring revenue. Annualize that number, and the team officially hits $1 million in annual recurring revenue. Hitting that threshold proves the 2-person team has built a highly profitable, self-sustaining engine. The experiment is over, and a viable, scalable business has emerged. There is a twist to this 90-day sprint. When you look at the companies that survive the year, their main competitive advantage actually has very little to do with the code they write. As foundational models rapidly commoditize and automate standard digital tasks, raw technical skill loses its premium. Instead, uniquely human traits, authentic communication, nuanced goal setting, and resolving complex client conflicts become the actual protective moats around the business. The immediate reality of this market is incredibly ruthless. Capital aggressively rewards the small minority of teams that adapt and deploy these tools, while actively punishing those who hesitate. To compete, you have to log the hours. The most effective founders are spending hours every single day using advanced reasoning models as strategic coaches, constantly refining their own business intuition. Success in this environment doesn't come from building the underlying technology. It comes from aggressively hunting down real-world friction and applying the exact right tool to solve it. Your 90 days start now.